If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon.
Hello everyone and welcome to Chambers of Roleplay. For those of you who may be new, we're playing session 1 of Pathfinder 2e Abomination Vaults, an epic tabletop role-playing game where our brave adventurers will be diving into a world full of danger, magic and mystery. I'm James Corp, your host and GM for the night, and we've got an amazing adventure lined up for you all. Whether you're a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, we're so happy to have you here. Before we dive into the action, let's have a quick hello to our fantastic cast. So, what are your pronouns, who do you play, and what are you excited about for tonight?
I'm Sue, my pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Durra, who is an Ork Barbarian, and what I'm most excited about is frankly getting through the whole session because I've just had my vaccines and I'm exhausted.
Thank you, Sue. Next up, Phade. What are your pronouns? Who do you play? And what are you excited for about tonight?
My pronouns are he, him. I play as Gaboom, one of the smartest goblins you will ever meet. And I am excited to just delve into not the real world.
What are your pronouns? Who do you play? And what are you excited about tonight?
Hello, I am T. I am she, her pronouns. I have my lovely Kara, who is a half orc or a Dromaar, and she is a druid. I am excited to continue the story. We're finally getting there, eventually, and we'll see how that goes.
Thank you. Moving on to Stevie. What are your pronouns? Who do you play? And what are you excited about for tonight? Stevie's muted.
So smooth until we hit me. My pronouns are she, they. I play Ralia, the sweet, somehow both smart and very fucking stupid lizard folk who just wants to make the world a little bit better, but doesn't. And today I'm excited by the title, Beachside Property. Do we get a beach day? Beach day stream?
Southend, though. You have to all come to Southend and go to the beach at Southend. Yep, it's lovely.
As long as I don't come across old... what's her name? Clarissa. You know Clarissa down Southend? She's the one who smokes and sells to the Johnnies on the corner.
No.
Sounds like a person after my own heart.
Okay, perfect. And finally, J-Wall, what are your pronouns? Who do you play as? And what are you excited about for tonight?
Yep, J-Wall. Pronouns Z here. I am playing as Zephyr, everyone's favourite. Not yet, at least. Not yet, but eventually maybe. Everyone's favourite Nephilim Elven Crusader champion, I guess. And yeah, I'm most looking forward to, I'm guessing, probably not revisit the puzzle. We have no issues with last. Probably not revisit that for a little while. Not till we're, more in my mindset embedded in, thinking about dragons. We just couldn't focus on the puzzle.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Probably excited to, see ultimately just where we go with this. More dragons? Probably not.
Correct. All right. Now, before we get started, just a couple of quick housekeeping things. First, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. And for those of you listening or watching on the podcast on a podcast provider, remember you can watch the video on Spotify. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of a sub, Stevie. Most appreciated. How many did you just do? Okay. Thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Thank you so much. Most appreciated. Where did I get to? Yeah, so you can watch the videos on Spotify if you've got Spotify. We really appreciate your support. Feel free to engage with us in chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments section. You can drop some fun suggestions for the players. The other thing is, it was my birthday like this weekend. This is the birthday stream that I usually do. I am doing a drive to basically try and get a new chair. This chair that I'm sitting on is literally falling apart because I'm a fat bastard and it's like breaking underneath, and I need to get a new chair ASAP because it's not comfortable to sit on. I'm having to brace myself so that the chair doesn't slide out from underneath me, and B, I fall forward and hit my head on the on the desk in front of me. But yeah, I am trying to get some money together because I've got there's no way I can afford to buy a new chair at the moment. It's all a bit hard. So yeah, if you're feeling generous, please do consider that. Now, without further ado, let's jump back into the adventure. Our heroes find themselves last time on Chambers of Roleplay. So, Who would like to recap?
I've done the last couple, so I feel like I should give someone else.
Don't make me choose you at random.
Last time on Abomination Vault with Gaboom and friends. Well, we had some not so successful tries at solving this puzzle inside of the dwarven ruin door, and Gaboom thought, maybe he was smart enough to get it, but he didn't, unfortunately. Couldn't figure out how to reshape container of jelliness for the element of water. So unfortunately, we left that behind. Moving on to ran in brazenly assaulting and successfully, mind you, was able to kill and slay the poor baby dragon that Gaboom wanted to ride, bringing us to the point of now.
Okay, that was brief, brief and simple. Right, so you're all still down in the dungeon, where the dragon once was. You can definitely feel fresh air coming from that direction. Like there is a breeze coming in from that hole over there. Up on this ledge, you can definitely see there's like a mound of treasure and shit.
I'll start by picking up the sword I dropped last time I was in here.
That's the magic longsword, right? Isn't it?
Gaboom is going to run over to this treasure hoard and say, Hey guys, look, there's gold.
Ralia also runs over to the treasure hoard and just starts dividing everything into five equal piles. Yeah, I was right.
Okay, so in the treasure pile, there appears to be 80 silver pieces. I will divide this out. You don't need to write this in. I'll give it to you in a moment. 80 silver pieces, 540 copper pieces, 25 gold pieces, an emerald, and a healing potion. A healing potion minor.
Okay. I got the two newest additions to the party. One of you gets the emerald and one of you gets the healing potion.
I will, if our Goblin friend is in agreement, that we give the potion to Durra, because they may need it if our events have gone.
Gaboom has no problem with that.
I won't say no to an extra healing potion.
So I just distributed 5 gold pieces, 16 silver pieces, and 108 copper pieces to each of you. So you're taking the healing potion, yes? Oh, there's 2 healing potions, actually, I believe. Yeah, there's 2 healing potions.
Now, look, you missed one. Gaboom will, kick a rock to the side and say, look, there's another one.
Has anyone not got one?
Gaboom does not have one.
You'd better take one then. It's always handy to have one on you, then someone else can pour it into you in an emergency.
Sounds like a good idea.
Why have we had so many emergencies so often? I don't like this. This might be an occupational hazard. All I know is this is a big loss for us guys. I mean, Gaboom, I'm so sorry. You almost had the most majestic steed that was a little piece of and kept trying to eat us. But if they hadn't, that would have been really great for all of us out of the town. And so now I'm sad.
It would have been awesome. Gaboom's kind of sad too, because Gaboom deserves a little dragon mount. He puts his hands on his hips and starts shaking his head emphatically.
There is, however, one saving grace to this. You still might get the octopus.
Yes, there is somewhere an octopus still. But I was going to say, when we take the dragon, we should take the dragon, or at least part of it, for proof. I do not wish to cut into the dragon, but if someone wants to take
Probably drag the whole thing back with this.
Yeah, Gaboom thinks we can make more off of the dragon as a whole than just a piece of it.
Oh, for sure. That's gonna be amazing for harvesting all sorts of items, making into magic items, making into equipment and whatnot. Yeah. It's going to go for the high price. I mean, it's a big dragon, so I didn't imagine that's.
I grab one of the wings. I wrap one of the rings around me and say, "See, look, it would make a perfect little cloak."
Ooh, I mean, pretty stylish.
That lady at the shop, Rin, she might.
Gaboom definitely can't carry it.
Oh, Zephyr, you might like this sword.
Oh, Durra, you know what you could carry for us. Thank you. We love you.
Who wants to carry the emerald?
Wow, do you insist?
That's it.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
I've already put it in your couch sheet, Kara, because
Sucker.
Oh, whatever.
Well, I'm sure you said it. You're going to be dividing it, right?
Gaboom just runs up and hugs each person's kneecap, and he says, "I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're alive." Gotta show appreciation when it's there.
Ow! Oh, that hurts. I'm not very alive. I'm just barely alive.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt your knee. Sorry.
I'm about half alive. Well, Zephyr, do you want to try out this sword? It's not working out well for me. I think you can make it catch fire, but I think you need to be able to.
Yeah, I take a look at it. Is there? I suppose is there any sort of clear indication as to is it just activated
Is there a magic word?
Oh fuck! Lurazi was the one that identified it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was.
I'm sure he would have explained it to you. Let me check what it says on your...
Yeah.
Or have you
I
moved...
think he did explain it, but it requires concentration, which Durra can't do while raging.
You've still got it
Just
on
say
your...
praise for sun and it works.
Did you pick up the short sword?
The smoking sword, it's currently in my backpack, so it's down at the bottom of my sheet.
You attack with a weapon you're wielding, targeting one creature. Smoking sword. Smoke constantly belches from this +1 magical longsword. Any hits with this sword deal 1 extra fire damage. You can use a special action while holding the sword to command the blade's edge to light on fire. It costs 1 action. Stoke flames. Concentrate. Until the end of your turn, the blade deals an extra 1d6 fire damage instead of just 1. After you use this action, you can't use it again for 10 minutes.
Is that a long sword then? Not a short sword.
It's a long sword.
It's a long, medium, short sword, pre-medium.
Yeah.
It's a small, medium at large,
Gaboom's getting confused. I feel like that's like saying I'm a tall, short goblin.
You don't want it then. I mean, I'm sure I can put some good use to it.
I think it'll work better for you than me. I never remember to switch the flames on.
Or
Flame
hold
or... Yeah, no, it's just not, not natural for us.
So I don't know if you can transfer it over, Sue. You can drag it from your character to...
Drag it.
If it doesn't, I'll do it.
That didn't seem to work. It's just moved it on my inventory.
Okay, let me just move it now then. Okay, yeah, I've moved it into your inventory, J-Wall.
I'll keep my bastard sword as a backup.
It's also magical as well, so if you engage something that's magical or can only be harmed by magical things, it should okay. Right, what would you like to do? Are you dragging this dragon all the way up, all the way out?
Yep.
Are you gonna go up this?
I'm sure I can manage it.
Are you gonna go up this tunnel then? Alright.
Like
And
a
drag on
shortcut.
this dragon without a wagon.
Did you fall off the dragon wagon? Is that what you're saying?
Gaboom's gonna try to help by like picking the tip of the tail up.
Yeah, I go grab the wings, just like try and fold them in and just go, and it hits me in the face. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it to you guys. And I hit it down and I keep walking ahead.
I'm sure it would make a nice mount, but it did try to melt me. I almost dissolved.
Well, I'm glad you did it. Gaboom would be sad if you dissolved.
Oh,
That's
yeah. The single giant emerald atop of the heap that Kara took. It looks vaguely like a dragon's eye.
So Kara's just like walking ahead, and then she's like, hold on a second, grabs the emerald again. She's like, ooh, shiny. Like, this is this extra shiny. It's guys, it's staring at me. It's staring at me.
I want to see it. Let Gaboom see it.
Passes over, or passes it down.
That's well
That's
with your
weird.
face.
I'm gonna hand it back and say, why does it feel like it's looking at me? I don't like it.
I
Gaboom
know,
doesn't
it's
like it for
definitely
sure.
staring at us. And then Kara gets thinking feeling in her stomach. She's like, it's not. Dragons can't use them to spy, right? Right?
Man.
Anyone else know?
Gaboom doesn't know, possibly.
And
Okay.
a cold shiver goes through Kara as they continue to walk through the tunnels and return to town, right? Which way do we go? Right, guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
back to town.
Yeah.
We've got to sell these dragon parts.
So yes. So yeah, as you head down up this passageway, it gently slopes upwards, and you can definitely feel the fresh breeze coming from that direction. Or down the tunnel. After following this path for over an hour, you emerge from a small cave in a ravine outside the town of Otari. You also see there is remnants of a camp around the cave entrance, much like a cobalt camp as well.
Oh, this is where they came from. Oh, this is where they came from.
This is how they got in. That makes sense now. Should we ever sit down and do some bandaging?
I am happy to any wounds that may.
I'm a bit squished and Kara
Now
doesn't
that
look
we're
well.
out in the daylight, I can.
Me
Kara, if you come here, I will try and heal you first.
I'd love that. So very kind of you. I don't, and I didn't do a lot in that battle compared to our fellow team members. Maybe they should go first. As Kara then remembers all the times that, the poor Ralia tries her best, Kara's still a bit afraid of it.
Well, so Gaboom's gonna like move through and look around the camp that the kobolds had, see if there's anything left behind or interesting in it.
It's whatever's been there. It's been picked over. It was abandoned obviously quite a while ago as well. Probably at least a year.
No, this is old. There's nothing here. Gaboom kicks a rock.
Blame.
No, back to town.
Ralia, Dorrin goes. Well, if Kara's a bit scared, I can heal you first, so that you see that I am not trying to hurt you.
You'll
it's
get better at it. You get
intention and
practice on-
actions, different things,
It just takes a little while to learn different physiology. I have scales, you have flesh. Flesh is weak. I have claws. Sometimes it happens. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. It's all good.
But I'm getting used to it, and I still know all about the biology of healing.
At least you're not like have knife ears.
No, that just sounds rude.
Gaboom looks back stiffly.
Yeah, Kara's following Kaboom's eyes. She's like, yeah, I get it, dude. I get it. We can't say that kind of thing.
Hey, do you want to do some healing rolls on the characters then, Stevie? Oh, right, maybe. She rolled a 24. You rolled a 25, didn't you? Yeah, 25. 24 healing? Oh, because you criticaled. Okay. Wow.
What the? One time?
That's for Durra.
The audacity.
You didn't want to go first. Weirdly, I had Durra targeted, but it didn't automatically do anything, so...
I had to press the button.
I'm watching that one.
See, you're getting the hang of it now. You put all the bits back in the right place.
Yes, see, look, you can't even see a mark. There's not even a bruise left on you.
I'm so looking forward to it fucking up with Kara.
Kara, come over here, sit down.
Yay!
You got a nasty gash on your shoulder.
Can I spend a hero point to make the roll worse? Yes, of course you can.
We're gonna have problems.
That is a success as well. Fucking hell.
I thought it was gonna be great. I really thought.
Boom stands there and he says, "Well, that's impressive. Look, you can't even tell that there was anything there." He got pokes at it.
Yeah.
Well, I just stitched up the wound, and then I used, just a little bit of gauze, and you just cover it. It's not that hard. I struggled at first. I wasn't used to using claws on these squishy people.
We are very squishy. That makes sense.
The boom will reach out and like pinch one of you. Squeeze.
I pinch back. Squish.
Okay, after a short hike from the cave that you're in, probably along a cliff face, winding your way up, and then following a road back down, you enter into Otari.
I wonder how Rin is doing. I haven't seen Rin in a minute. It feels like it's been forever, even though it's only been like a day.
Yeah, we should go there first so I can stop carrying this thing around.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, Gaboom, I will quite easily tell you that Ren probably wouldn't want to buy a dragon as she has no way of doing anything with it. It probably would make more sense to be like trying to take it to somewhere else. Maybe the Farmers Guild.
Oh. Let's take it to the Farmers Guild.
Maybe just trying to
What's
look
a farmer got to do with a dragon? Come on now. Silly.
Maybe there's an armourer in town who could use it.
You've got Blades for Glades, which is a sort of a weaponsmith, blacksmith person. He mainly makes weapons. Oh, okay. Maybe he's not the great. Oh, he can produce armor and stuff. So yeah, so maybe he could do it.
Oh yeah, let's take it to him. I'm pretty sure that he can make the like a little cloak or something out of its wing, maybe a dagger out of its tooth. Who knows?
You might not be able to do anything.
Was
with
it?
it.
Was he spitting? Was the dragon spitting venom or like acid?
I think it was.
I remember it distinctly.
Yeah.
I wonder what we can do with its the acid sac that it spits from.
Hope he does it well after I've left.
Well, if I had to guess, I think he'd create something that could kill someone with it.
That's the idea. I think we should go there. Probably our best bet. Gaboom's gonna start marching that direction obnoxiously, like arms extra swinging.
Yeah, I'm following along since he seems to know where he's going.
Yeah, Gaboom is gonna make his way over there, and then I guess once we get there, open the door and say, "Glittergloom is here with associates we need, dragon pelted."
Okay, so so you head in. There's a younger lady who's working. There's mainly two people that work here. Obviously, Gaboom, you sort of do know them. One's named Carmen Regina, and you've got his daughter. I need to get her name quickly. Just give me a second. This is added on extra shit. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Pop out. Her name is something Regina. Amicia? Is that how you pronounce this name? Amicia.
Yeah, I miss you.
Amicia? She's much like him. He's a human, male, super grumpy, practically all the time. He's a miserable sod. He's hard to befriend. He's hard to read. What he's actually. It's hard to get a reading on his demeanor. So he's just constantly grumpy all the time. I'm just grabbing my water.
Walks in and waves and he says, "Hey, Mr. Grumps,
He looks over at you. Yeah, what?
we got a dragon. We need you to pelt it.
He says, I'm
Maybe
not a
make
tanner.
some stuff out of it."
I'm not a tanner. What do you mean? He says, what do you mean a dragon?
Yeah, like look. And Gaboom kind of points back at his companions.
Hello.
There is a crowd slowly gathering around you all dragging this fucking dragon in.
I raise the hands to the crowd. She's like, we tried to take it alive. We tried to take it alive, and they tried to take us dead. Okay, we're not guilty. We're not guilty of anything.
It tried to eat us. Definitely tried to eat us.
It's like, how? He's like, what do you want me to do with it?
Well, I don't know. You mean, maybe like a cloak, or from a wing, or maybe a dragon tooth dagger for one of them, that the fighting type. Maybe even. I look at everybody. A dragon spine whip.
I heard dragon scale armor is quite fashionable these days and sells for quite a lot.
If you know how to make it, yeah.
Do you know how to make it? We have dragon, you have armor.
He says, no. He says, not at all. He says, it'll probably be, God knows how much a juvenile dragon will cost to buy. He says, because there's so many. He says, and he obviously goes over to it and like touches it, and he's like, and it's still fresh, so it's worth even more.
Then find us a buyer, man. We're waiting. We're ready. Well, we're here to sell. Fresh.
Well, if you don't want to buy the dragon, then where can I go to sell it?
He says for a good deal, it's going to cost you It's going to cost you a load of. No, it's going to cost you. He says that dragon will probably be worth somewhere between 5,000 to 2,000 gold pieces.
Only.
Sorry,
I guess we accept that.
5,000 to 20,000. Yeah, to 20,000.
Gaboom will slowly turn around and look at everybody, and you see little gold coins in his eyes.
Okay, would you be able to direct us in where we could sell it?
He says, I don't know if anyone here has that sort of money. I mean, he says it might be worth us, like, he says it will probably have to be a few of us putting money towards it. But he says there's no way we're going to be able to afford to give you like 20,000 gold.
This is what our help comes to. We're being heroes here of your town, risking our lives to protect you all. And you want to show no gratitude to this threat that we've had to.
This is good business. You give us at least 10,000 gold, and it'll obviously soak back into the community because we need to shop.
Yes, he says, yes, he says, I understand that, but we're a small fishing village. Some of us don't have that sort of money to throw around.
Where is the nearest village we could sell it?
Well, the nearest city is what's it called? The one that's really nearby on the map that I haven't got because I can't find it. I'd have to go hunting for it because I didn't put it on the thing.
Absalom?
Absalom, yeah. If you want to get the best place, is Absalom. But that's 40 miles away.
I don't know. Gaboom doesn't want to drag it 40 miles. It's a long way.
I would happily drag it 14 miles if someone came with me.
I mean, I'll go with you for sure.
I mean, we'd all go, right?
Yeah, we'd hire a cart or something, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, we can put it on the cart.
Yeah, not only putting on the cart, but you can use ice magic. We freeze it to keep it fresh as possible. We preserve it, and then on our 40-mile track, when we finally get to Absalom, it's worth even more. It's been exported in.
What's amazing about this is T's muted, but you can still hear her. So she must be speaking really loudly.
We don't need to know that.
Yeah, you're really quiet, but not quite enough that. What?
Well, maybe the computer noticed. Well, I didn't mean to be talking. Maybe the computer noticed that she was talking and decided to unmute her, but not let anyone know.
True. Anyway, sorry, that was me distracting you all. I mean, he will say, look, give us a while, and we'll see. I'll see if there's other businesses that want to contribute. But he says we won't be able to go. The most we'll probably be able to get is like 10,000.
I'm not going to complain.
That sounds like a good bit of gold.
That's a
Shall we
lot.
take it over to Tammany's fishery? She'll have somewhere to store it.
Yeah, she could sell it.
Yes, the fishery. Very clever. But ice magic could also work, but the fishery, yes.
She could She could.
Pack it with ice. Sure, it stays fresh.
No, there's not. It's not. It's so the way she preserves things in salt, like how they would. I don't know if ice would be that much in use yet.
Maybe in a more northern.
I don't know if
I'm sure I've seen something being frozen before, to preserve it. So.
But he does.
Some kind of
But he
spell
says
that
he does. Sorry, so what were you saying?
there's some kind of spell that wizards can do to stop bodies going off. Maybe there's a wizard in town who can cast it.
I mean, give myself a nap and I can figure out all my spells, but that's also a very good alternative until my nap. Have to like a long rest or something.
Gaboom knows he doesn't have a spell to preserve dead bodies.
I guess he actually then, he starts having a closer look and he says this thing's taken a lot of damage.
What are you implying, sir?
He says like some of the scales are damaged. There's a lot of slash marks. There seems to be some sort of burning on it as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want us to die instead? We are fighting for our lives, good sir. Or should I say, sir?
Yeah,
Not
you
so
don't.
good.
You don't just bring a dragon in unscathed.
He says, I understand that, but if you're gonna, it is going to reduce how much it's worth.
Sounds like a you problem. Everyone, let us be off to Absalom.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think I haggled right.
10,000 gold is already as 50% off of the price. So you think about it. You said 20,000, 10,000 with the damages.
That's pretty awful, actually.
Kara, underneath, maybe some advice. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. You seem to be very mean to people. They are not likely to give you good deals if you are mean to them.
You can't use that to be a pushover. I mean, that's the thing I've learned about the material plane earlier. Everyone wants you to be a pushover. And this is a soft realm compared to the Feywild. But you still got to haggle. You still got to play rough boot. Play the thing. I clearly know what I'm talking about.
I'm not too sure. It kind of makes it seem like you're just angry at them for being there.
Well, I kind of am. I mean, we look around town. They're meant to be able to do their job. They're not doing their job. So, I mean, yeah, I'm a bit angry. I mean, I wanted to be his friend and it always killed us twice. I'm really mad, okay? I'm sorry.
Gaboom will walk up and start like gently patting you on the side of your knee and say, It's okay. Calm down.
I'm just gonna take a minute.
We'll figure it out. Gaboom knows these things will sort themselves out. Let's take it to the fishery, because I'm pretty sure they'll still chop us out like 10,000.
I mean, at the fishery we get 50 gold each. So we'll get the 50 gold each, and then maybe go to Aslan, and then we go from there.
Gaboom thinks this is a sound plan. Definitely a sound plan.
Okay, you head down to the fishery.
The tail of the dragon.
Yeah. Again, more people there's a fucking whole crowd just following you down the street, right? Behind you, going, is that a fucking dragon? Is that a small dragon? Have they got a small dragon?
Gaboom will turn around really fast and say, Rah! We got a dragon!
Where did you get that from?
We rescued you all as it was growing in the depths below the village, ready to grow and come and eat all of you.
You're a dragon slayer.
I
Wow.
suppose that we are dragon slayers.
Well, I mostly just kept everyone alive once they stabbed at you.
Well, one of them goes, well, there's no me in team, is there? There's no I in team, is there? It's it's a group effort. Oh, everyone start.
You're right. There is no I in team, but there is a me.
And there's a Durra, and I think that really helped us a lot.
And they start applauding you as you sort of like walk down to the the fishery.
I'm not used to this kind of response.
Gaboom will hold out a little bag, and he said, "Feel free to show your appreciation with small donations. If you can't, it's okay. We understand."
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, Gaboom, we can't. We're putting an extension on our house. Yeah, we
remember, you wouldn't have a house if we didn't kill the dragon.
And another one's like, oh, we can't justify that. I'm afraid we've got a convention to go to in Absalom next week, or at the end of the month.
Hey, I still gave you money.
So it was a really shit joke. I just thought it was funny.
Gaboom shrugs and turns around and he says, well, it was worth a try.
Okay, you head down down Fisher Street and into the fishery. And obviously Tamil was like, holy shit, you did it. You killed the dragon. Oh, well, here's your reward. Here's 50 gold each.
Oh, man.
We didn't melt this time.
This is the heaviest my purse has ever been.
Does this actually work? Why is Scarlet still appearing in my choose access to receive a share? Is there a reason? Configure ownership. Okay, if I set it to none. Oh, it's because Stevie's perhaps still at that work. Hang on. No. So I'm just trying to work this out. What is wrong with you?
Would you matter one?
Whatever. Who fucking cares, James? Okay, let me try and divide this. Okay, so that's, you should have all got 50 gold each, yes? And this is like brilliant. Whoa, thank you for your help.
Most definitely. Also, Gaboom thinks that this could be worth something. So, can you keep it fresh? How do we keep it fresh? Put it on a wagon and pour salt on it.
What do you mean you think it's worth something?
You don't want it to decay.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Well, I could salt it, dry it out.
Right, guys?
No, we do not want to dry it. We want to preserve it in its current state. Will ruin a lot of the alchemical supply.
We think there might be a wizard who can do a spell on it so it doesn't go off.
How are we splitting this?
Well, I think we're not splitting it, but we are freezing it whole. We've had plenty of story in the north of people freezing solid, right? Therefore, couldn't we, freeze it solid?
We do not want to cut it up. We were just asking if you knew any ways of preserving it.
She says, I only know how to put in the salt. And that's technically drying it, right? That's technically drawing out all the moisture.
Gaboom's gonna look at everybody. Well, guys, what do you say? What are we doing? Are we gonna let them all come together and buy the dragon bits, or are we gonna take it to Absalom?
She says,
either way, we need to preserve it if we're gonna take it.
Tamelia's like, oh, hang on. How are you gonna divide the money from it all?
Gaboom points at everybody and then counts. It's just 1, 2.
Everyone who helped kill it gets a bit of the share.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, okay. So, all right, okay. Because I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but the town did pay a reward for slaying the dragon.
Yes, but not for keeping the dragon, because otherwise the reward would have been outstandingly low.
Oh, well, I'm sure the dragon had a dragon horde.
I'm sorry, what? What was
Horde.
that?
A dragon horde. Where they collect treasure and shit.
No. I'm just trying to come up with the understanding that you thought that would be the payment without giving us any, forward notion of it, advance notice. Were you expecting us to distribute it throughout the town after saving you, as if us saving you wasn't good enough payments? It's lovely of you to allow us to keep the horde. I just think that it's sounding a bit mean. We went out and we tried to protect it, keep it alive, tried to come up with another solution. We couldn't, so we decided to protect the town instead, to protect every single one of you and your livelihoods. And your solution is, we don't have enough money, please just take this amount. But actually, can we have the entire thing? Can we have the really valuable corpse of the dragon that you've just risked your life?
She says it's only going to. She says it is valuable, but you need to find the correct people to do it.
No, I don't disagree. I just think that was a bit mean, what you were implying.
Oh, okay.
You can see where we're coming from.
Yeah. But you also got to see where we're coming from as well.
Oh no, I understand that. So we're going to Absalom.
When you're done with
you have got a much bigger basement after all this.
She says yes, but it's technically not my basement. My basement is my little thing downstairs. I'll have to get someone to fix that wall.
Yeah, I suppose you don't want more of the smelly things going up.
What smelly things?
Smelly things.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I don't know where you can store it.
Is there a candle or a fire burning around in her shop somewhere?
Yes, probably.
Gaboom will walk up to it and grab a handful of fire and just eat it. And then belch. Some good fire.
Guys, I get the feeling out of character that we're not meant to be going to Absalom. I think James is trying very hard to stop us from just
I'm trying to stop you from selling a dragon that's worth 20 up to 20,000 gold and just breaking the entire game.
Why is that a problem? Did you not plan for that? Did the campaign not?
No, it didn't.
That's very
Funnily enough. funny enough.
Weird. So strange. It just
Well, yeah,
because really fighting us.
because how many
on this
how many other monsters do you murder and then just sell their body?
I mean, it's not.
I mean, it depends on the monster, really.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, she's like, well, she says whatever you want to do with it, it's your call. But as a thanks, if you're free tomorrow or a couple of days when you get back from Absalom, then you're welcome to come back, and I've got a further gift for your hard work.
Oh. Okay.
That is much appreciated.
She says, she also says, I think also it'll be quicker for you to catch a ferry over to Absalom rather than travelling by foot.
We
This is
appreciate
true.
the advice.
You're not wrong. It would take a lot longer going on foot.
Yeah, maybe when we sell it there, we should put the money in one of those bank things, because that sounds like it's going to be really heavy to carry around.
Oh, a bank? We could. He just keeps repeating, we could. Has a bunch of possibilities. You see a bunch of possibilities running through his head.
That's not a bad idea. We could keep a bank, and keep it in Absalom. And then we come back, just bring a little bit of the money back, like maybe 1,000 each back with it.
Boom agrees. But we have to specify something that happens to it if
What if we donated it to this?
Ren? That's a good idea.
Yeah, but to the village, the town. Because I think this place has treated us really well. I'm just really grouchy right now, so I'm gonna be honest. They've treated us really well. You know, we've done our best. If we were to perish, then it makes sense that we'd want to build up the town where we started, building up a reputation.
Yeah.
We leave the world in a good place, better than we found it at least, and they won't get so mad about us getting mad that they didn't pay us right. The generosity is such a weird thing,
You're the only person here.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
I just owned up to that. That was very mean of you to point it out yet again. I feel like you're angry at me, and I'm sorry.
We'll start patting her on the knee.
Okay, so what's everyone doing?
I think we're getting on the ferry to Absalom to get rid of this dragon corpse.
Wasn't ready for it.
And then we'll hand it over to an agent who's going to take some time to sell it and get all the money sorted, so we aren't actually going to have that huge pile of game-breaking cash.
Selling a dragon on consignment, basically.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and it should be ready just about when we get to level 10.
Okay, just give me a moment. Just trying to get some advice. I guess technically, trying to sell this dragon to make the most profit you can would probably be its very own fucking campaign, right? And no offence, that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm suggesting we're handing it over to an agent and then just hand...
I was gonna say it sounds like a side quest, but we can just hand it over to an agent, true.
Right, so how much is a fucking ferry ride gonna cost? Because I have seen that before. So if I go... What did I do? If I put
How
it
much did
somewhere
it
else?
cost me to get here?
I can't
how much
remember. I can't remember. Why can't-
8 silver.
Yeah, but you're carrying a fucking dragon with you, right? That's gonna add some additional. That's not like carry on like baggage.
Yeah, true. So no, I mean like 8 silver person. So if it's 8 silver person, how much extra would it be for a dragon corpse?
Probably the same. It's
charge
probably
per
another.
weight.
It's probably another 8 silver, like and 4 silver, probably to bring the dragon on board.
Well, yeah, that won't be too bad.
How big is the dragon in comparison?
Well, the ferry has to be able to carry all of us, half y'all size. So,
It was only a medium dragon, it wasn't that.
really, it was the smallest dragon, I thought.
Yeah, for a dragon it's small, but for like you, it's still a medium-sized creature.
Oh, medium-sized creature. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Why is it taking so long? Okay, so so you're gonna. Okay, so you get. So there's probably a ferry. What time of day is it? Yeah, there's probably a ferry like on the hour or like every there's probably 2 ferries a day. One's probably in the morning and one's probably like middle of the afternoon. So it's going to cost you like 8 silver each to go there. Plus the additional 8 silver for how much did I say for the dragon? Was it 4 silver?
You said 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so 8 plus an additional 4 silver on top of that. whatever, how you want to split that, and then you'll need to find some rooms in Absalon, because by the time you get there, it will probably be late, and then you'll have to the next you need to store that somewhere.
So 10 gold is, 10 silver is 1 gold, right? Okay, so Gaboom will hand them 4 gold pieces and then 4 silver pieces. Gaboom just paid for everyone's ferry ride.
Oh, thank you, Gaboom. You did not have to do this.
Oh, Stevie, you're
That's
really
okay.
quiet.
I've had more coin in my pocket than I've ever had in my life.
Much appreciated. I'll pay you back.
Just feed me
Fucking finished yet?
and give me magic items.
All right, Gale, calm down. No need evos.
So yeah, okay. So let me move it on a bit. Fuck. How long? How far is it? Oh God.
40 miles.
Yeah, but it's probably less than that on the across the ocean, right?
I thought it was 40 miles from Absalon via, and maybe longer by foot. I don't know. It's a joke. But yeah, if it's 40 miles on foot, then it's probably like a half or a third of that.
That's not what I wanted. That's the wrong fucking map. I'm just looking shit up right now. Oh, you're rubbish. I did find an interactive map at one point, and I don't know where I found it. Have I spelled that incorrect?
Absalom, Absalom.
Yeah, I did write it incorrectly. Yes. Well, that's not fucking very good, is it? It doesn't even have an Otari on the map. Oh, you piece of crap. Is this a better one? Oh, that's better. I measure distance. 18 miles plus 20 miles plus 11 miles. Basically, okay, so it is still the same, more or less the same distance. Oh, just go away, you piece of shit. How do I get rid of this bloody thing? 10, 30. Yeah, so it's probably like 45 miles by
Ferry.
how fast is a ferry though? Yeah, it probably takes a few hours probably to travel travel by whatever's pulling the ferry. In fact, it'll probably be like a good 8 hours, so you probably just sleep on the ferry or something, and then you get there like early hours of the morning.
That sounds good.
I've no idea how like a ferry works or the speed of it. Like how it's not. Do you know? Once I get money, eventually, I'm gonna bloody buy a new desk because this one's falling apart as well. But this time, J-Wall, I've had it about 30 years, so it has had its had a life. It is
Older than some of people here, if it's
yeah,
old.
yeah, it is older than some of you. Yeah, J-Wall.
If it's 30 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say we would have gotten a long rest in this time?
In fact, I did do something. I did apply. Oh no, I've got to select tokens. Okay, never mind that.
How do you do
What am I fucking clicking on? Oh shit! Can I get a bloody? What's this thing doing? Sorry, I've been distracted. I'm just seeing if there's a macro that allows me to bloody restart the bloody thingy. I know I'm really descriptive today, ain't I? Really descriptive. No, I'm trying to basically restart the countdown for the hero point generator, and it's not going at the moment. We go to configure settings. It's going to be in there, surely. Is it going to be? Okay, we'll see if that's restarted now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So next day, I'll move us forward a day. Whatever. We'll go with that then. Yeah, I get you probably pull into port about 6 a.m. just as the sun's rising. The large bustling city of Absalon. Just this massive metropolis with boats coming and going at all hours. There is a massive port with people coming and going. The port is active with stevedores running up and down, taking cargo from warehouses to shipyard to ships itself. Passenger ships probably arriving from all over Glorantha and other such things. So, what would you like to do?
city is very big.
Stevie, you're really quiet.
This city is very big. I've never been somewhere as big as this before. I thought the other city was quite large. Let's stay here for as little time as possible and find someone to sell this dragon for us and then go.
Gaboom looks up and he says, "What's the matter? You don't like the city that I'm from?"
It's not you, it's just very large and I feel very uncomfortable. It's very pretty though.
I would like to agree. It seems like a very amazing city, but Gaboom, it is very almost too impressive, if anything. Where those of we come from small origins, smaller villages, towns, and whatnot. And big cities are quite intimidating.
I mean, apart from the dock, the rest of the town is pretty town. The rest of the city dead for now, empty with empty streets because it's 6 o'clock in the morning and most people haven't awoken yet to start their daily business. I mean, some people are starting to stir. There's some boys running around with newspapers and delivering newspapers to their to customers that that sort of things. I mean, there's probably deliveries being delivered to restaurants or markets. Maybe there might be markets that are sort of in the process of setting up, but it's still most things won't open till probably 8 o'clock, and some things won't open till 9. I'm going for European stuff here.
Actually, that's a good question. Are the buildings really tall? Because I was just imagining, even if it's really quiet, the buildings are very tall, much more impressive than out in small villages and towns.
They're probably much larger than they're probably much. It depends. There's going to be more. It's going to be more a lot more buildings squashed onto one place than. Like terrace. I don't know what you call them in America, so I can't really say what they are. They're terraces are like a row of houses, right? They're all there's no gaps. They're all built as one large block of. Oh,
those are apartments or condos or.
I don't know. I don't know the term. I don't know the American term for row houses or whatever.
Oh, where they're built where you have one house and then another house together, but they're made of the same. It's like one building, but they're separated down the middle
with a wall. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, those are duplexes.
Yeah. So there's probably just lots of building with very little gaps between them, and they're probably most buildings here are probably 2-story, and there's probably quite a few that are bigger. Right, there's probably quite a few buildings that are considerably taller than 2 stories, and there's probably palaces and towers and so on and so forth, and churches and cathedrals and all. I don't know much about Absalom because I really didn't have to. I shouldn't really have to be researching it just yet. It's supposed to appear later in the game, but. You forced my hands with this selling of a fucking dragon. Anyway.
Well, so not to force your hand, why don't you just say, how long does it take us to find someone to sell the dragon for us? It's
probably gonna take you a few hours. And when you do speak to him, he will also point out the fact that it isn't, there are damages. It is damaged. It's not it's not like a hunter's kill where it's one pierce, where it's it's just been taken out with one foul swoop, one clean kill. It's just gonna have. So he says he's gonna reduce the price. Brilliant. He says he says you're probably gonna get no more than 10,000 gold for it.
Boomer's good with that.
We'll leave you to sort that out then.
Cool. I'm gonna run off with it. I guess he will give you each 100 gold. Maybe is that enough for you to, survive?
Yeah, as a deposit.
Boomer's good. That's a good deposit.
Well,
God knows how.
If we each take a total of 1,250 gold, and then he can have the percentage left over at the end. After he sold it. If he just gives us all of that, then if he's going to sell it for 10k, we get 1,250. We can each put 1,000 or whatever that we can't spend for a little while and give him gold.
So what did you want, Stevie?
Basically, if all of us get 1,250 or 1,250. Majority of that in the bank, each of us. Then I think she said give the rest of the cut to him.
He says, okay, but I've got to sell it first.
Should we take the 100 gold advance and then we can come back to this later?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to put 100 gold on? Yeah, sorry, Stevie. You were super quiet because you was both. No, you weren't super quiet. You was coming through double on T's mic and your own mic.
Okay, sorry, no one told me that I wasn't muted.
That's all right. I didn't realise until Stevie started talking. And I'm going to just go, all right, well, he'll say, well, where can I find you when I do make the sale?
We will be in the small fishing village Otari. Is that the name of the village again?
Yes. He says, okay. He says, I will send a messenger once things are proceeding.
Sounds like a good plan, guys.
During the break, I managed to refine the question that I had asked, asking how much a juvenile horned dragon would cost, and define that it was actually a medium-sized creature, not what they presumed it to be, which was a large-sized creature, which means it's considerably not as much money. So what I'm going to do is, if everyone adds 200 gold to the character, that's it. You've sold the dragon for 1,000 gold, and then we'll just cut back to Otari. All right. Okay, let me move it on a day. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. When you arrive back in Otari, it is fucking pissing down with rain. Did I save? Do I save?
Yes, I can relate to that.
Okay, that didn't work.
Yeah, that looks just like how it looked outside quite recently.
I thought I had added sound effect. Oh wait. I'll just. Okay. All right. Oh well. I'll do it another time. It doesn't matter. I need to authenticate my Patreon. No, I don't want that neither. Go away. Okay. Right. So, have you all added 200 gold to your cat sheets? Right. You arrive back at the docks. It's probably a little later in the day. Let me just move it on. Probably about midday when you arrive back in town. What does everyone want to do?
Gaboom suggests that we all go shopping.
I want to drop by the fishery and talk to Tamara.
Yeah, and properly outfit ourselves with stuffs that could help us.
Ralia wants to go visit the kobold mother.
Well, I mean, the last time you saw her, she was working at. Well, she was working at the fishery anyway.
So fishery first, shopping second.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so as you sort of approach the fishery, you can hear the sound of chatter and laughter spilling from the fishery.
No, sounds like they're having a good old time in there.
Ralia goes, oh, it must be an event of some kind. In my village, we always have big events when the rain is big like this. Maybe they also... You would know, you live here.
I mean, I haven't been here forever. I don't know what they're celebrating.
On entering, there's a few dozen folks gathered around rough tables with cards, dice, tokens, and other game pieces scattered among them. They seem to be playing some form of gambling and stuff like that. Card games, dice, etc. But before you had a chance to look for Tamilia, she suddenly appears in front of you. Her distinct sound of which I didn't realise, peg leg. Her red and white striped. You can hear it tapping against the floorboards as she sort of rushes up to you and says, "Oh, I'm glad you came. Welcome. Can I get you something to drink? Some snacks?" And she gestures towards an empty table near a corner.
Out of character, would you say it looks like a candy cane?
I reckon it does look like there is it does say a red and white striped affair with a bright blue bow at the top. She from whoever lives here, she's got a whole collection of different peg legs she wears for different occasions. She's almost like a collector.
What would this particular one signify? Christmas, I guess.
Not really Christmas. I mean, this is early spring, right? But it's probably just she might just be in a joyous mood.
Gaboom says, "Oh, she's got her happy tapper on."
I mean, you got to also remember it's also a sign for barbers as well, right? Red and white stripe. Yes, she says, "Come, sit down." And And she looks over at Tickley, who's the cobalt mother that the players rescued from under Otari. And she comes out with like bowls of fried vegetables, a platter of sausage rolls, plates of cookies, and mugs of frothy owls, and plonks it all down in front of her.
Gaboom gets excited and he says, "Food!" And then he says, "Thank you," in Draconic, and gives her a gold piece.
Oh, thank you very much. And she guffles off and places it in her fucking treasure pile that her eggs are sitting on. So, and then Tamil lifts her mug and she says, Now, everyone knows that a good adventuring team needs a base of operation, right?
Gaboom agrees.
Your hideout, headquarters, a place to sleep that doesn't charge by the night, right?
Well, that would be good.
Yeah.
Staying.
She says, well, I have the place for you. I have an old fishing camp I used to run. It's about an hour's walk from here, up the road. I haven't been using it since I opened up this place. And, well, do owe you something big for slaying the dragon. So if you want it, it's all yours. Just be careful when you check it out, since it's been empty for a while. No telling what hold up in there since I left. And, yeah, don't mind Blue Finley. He's harmless.
Let's look at the others. It's probably full of octopuses.
Who is Blue Finley?
Yeah. Who's Blue Finley? Or what is Blue Finley?
They're harmless. And she just sort of waves her hand vaguely. They were ghosts. They were there when I brought the camp back when, and they just keep themselves to themselves. So I've left them alone. And so as long as you don't bother them, you'll probably be fine.
A ghost, you say? Where is this camp?
Yeah, it's just a friendly ghost. He keeps himself to himself. Well, it's about an hour up the road from here, walking.
I say once we're done eating, we should go check it out.
I'm sure we can send Blue Finley from this mortal plane for them to have some rest.
Oh man, come on. We can't go around and killing everything. Can, but
Blue Finley's already dead.
so why are we gonna re-kill him? We should just leave him alone. Let him hang out. I mean, if as long as he's not doing anything, Gaboom's probably pretty sure he's more obnoxious than a ghost.
You might be right. And Zephyr takes one of the frothy ales.
Gaboom's gonna hold the one up with two hands and he says, "Cheers."
Oh, she'll also produce a map from a pouch, unrolls it and puts it on the table, and she shows you the location of the map of the camp on the map, and it's about 3 miles down the road from where you are.
That's not bad. Fairly close to town. Boom thinks this would be perfect.
Is there anything else notable about this fishing camp, except for the ghost?
She says, well, sometimes there's spiders. There's always spiders.
They're not big, are they?
She says,
Are they Gaboom size or smaller or bigger?
Ugh,
She
not
says,
Gaboom size.
she says, well, they sometimes get scary big, but most of them go to the camp usually. They stay away because of the activities of not humanity, but of Oh yeah, but
that's
Most
good.
of them.
Yes.
We've dealt with spiders before. As long as they're about the same size as the last ones, we'll be alright.
As long as it's not
Big
as
for them ones.
She says, well,
man.
I've never seen one bigger than Gaboom.
That's huge. Gaboom doesn't like spiders. Even the small ones, they're creepy and eat white legs.
Forwards. Forwards. Ban it with fire.
She says, well, just be careful because the camp, it is a bit wooden building, so you just want to be a little bit careful with throwing fire
Maybe
around.
freeze it with ice.
Anything else?
Gaboom's gonna start stuffing his face with food. He's particularly keen on the sausages. You see
No, sausage
Stab,
rolls. Sausage rolls.
sausage rolls. Oh, sausage rolls.
So like flaky, so sausage in flaky pastry, right?
Oh, we call those kolaches.
Do you? I didn't think that was a thing in a minute. I thought Greg's, look up Greg's and look for the sausage roll, Greg's.
When she says anything else, Ralia goes, actually, yes, I wish, thank you very much for this generous gift.
Well, she says, well, I haven't finished here yet. I need to sort the deeds out. So maybe while you're there, I'll take care of the paperwork. So when you come back, you can have the deeds.
Oh yeah, those are definitely kolaches. Those are good.
Zephyr asks, so obviously we've dealt with one quest. Is there any others that you may be in need of?
She says, I don't think so. She says, I mean, she says, we've got, you know, as you probably well know, because I've lost my fucking dates. She says, you know, in literally about a week, we have the Founders Day Festival that you might want to attend as patrons. You'll be probably, you know.
The festival's fun. They have archery contests. They play games.
Yes, all that. And I believe there's a play being put on about the founders of Otari and their battle with Belcora or whatever her name was.
Someone thinks we should attend.
Should get out to this camp soon and deal with all the octopuses or spiders.
She says, I definitely didn't see any. I don't think I've ever seen octopuses there.
Yeah, I mean, one eight-legged thing is enough. Like, we don't need another eight-legged thing to deal with. Yeah.
She said you might want to wait for a better day though.
Because it's raining.
What do you mean? Well, rain is lovely. It's a good omen. It means that everything is going to go well for the next week.
Sorry?
At least in my village.
She says, sorry, what?
In my village, when it rains, it means for the next week, everything will happen well.
That's nice. It's usually not a good omen in these parts. It means it's going to be wet.
Where we're from, it is a good omen. The water will be deep enough to fish. The crops outside of the swamp will be watered and well maintained. It means that there will be water for the drink that is clean and not swamp water, because we put it into through. So we have this line of logs. Yes, and it's carved, and then it drips into barrels we make, and that's where we get the clean water from the rain. And then I purify it, but it tastes nicer than the swamp water.
Honestly, that sounds lovely to me. I also think that the weather isn't such a bad omen. I think it's really nice, just, you know, let nature be nature, have the different balances, and it helps everything flourish in the end. And also, I can just say thank you to Ghostwrath for not letting me die and letting us succeed. So that's really nice. But this is very interesting with the festival coming up. Hopefully it all goes well.
Gaboom's gonna kill off his ale, and then he's gonna walk over and grab a handful of fire from the hearth and eat it.
Does that fire provide much sustenance, or is it flavorful?
Tastes good. It depends on the fire sometimes. Like, if you use charcoal, it's kind of gross, but if you use like a natural burning oak or, you know, like something like that, it's usually pretty tasty. And it makes me immune to fire.
Good benefit.
Okay.
I burp and a cloud of smoke just kind of billows out.
You know, I don't think I'm going to...
No. Well, see, I'm a charhide goblin, so I can eat it and it doesn't hurt my stomach. I wouldn't recommend it for you.
I just want to make a quick stop at the shop before we leave. I want to buy a runestone. I think I can afford it now.
What's a runestone?
It's an upgrade.
But I was about
for
to
my
ask.
weapon.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say.
It's an upgrade for my weapon.
Runestone. How rare is it though? Oh, it's common. Where are you going? Where are you buying it from?
I'm going to talk to Rin.
Okay.
She's like the type of person who'd have things.
Yeah, Rin's got good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a standard weapon potency rune.
Okay. How do I
No
make
idea
sure?
how you attach that in Foundry.
Did you find it
I
in
can give you
Foundry?
edit for weapon.
There should be also an option to like open up the shops of some of the people here.
Sorry, what are you saying, Phade?
There's I think there's an option, like they have like a shop for the area, like shops for the area, different shops that you can open up, and it'll show the items they have.
I've not seen anything of that at all. I've not seen anything that you've said. I've never seen anything for that.
Oh wow! I remember. I'm trying to think where it was at. I wonder if they made that.
Oh, my internet's become unstable. Am I back? Hello? I may have just lost a bit of connection. Okay, we're back up. Right, so Sue, did you buy it?
I've just figured out how to apply it to the weapon, so I'll add it on there and then remove the appropriate amount of gold.
Oh, you know if you press search, right, you can you can then there are ways of doing it, like doing it if you do it through Foundry. If you go to your equipment section and click on any of the magnifying glasses at the end, it says open inventory browser. If you click on it, just get rid of the duff, like the ticks for it, and just put in what you're looking for. Runestone, right, is what you look. Are they different? Hang on, I'm really confused by what it does.
The potency rune, if you would. God, it's a methods link.
A potency rune to do what?
To make it a +1 weapon.
Oh, okay. Did you find it in the equipment section?
Not yet.
I actually haven't leveled items.
Is it just for one that's called weapon potency +1, 35 GP?
Yep, that one.
So yeah, if you search for that, weapon potency +1, and then if you look at the far right corner of you, you can't see my screen, can you? You're in the stream, aren't you? Do you see there's a pile of coins? I hope you're in the right section.
I found it.
It's basically the buy. If you click it, it will buy the item and put it onto your cat sheet.
Seems to have worked.
But then I don't know what you do with it.
Edit the equipment to attach it. If it doesn't just auto-apply, I should do that.
I don't know if you can just attach it to the.
Yeah, you can edit and then say which runes and materials are applied to a weapon.
Oh yeah. That's in detail. Yeah. So if you click edit, so on your whatever it's called, Guzma.
Right, so under details, there's a little drop down for it.
Did that increase the price as well? Is there anything else you need to do?
Yep, it's changed the price. I think that's all sorted.
What?
Right. What do people want to buy?
Where can I look at something? Like a list.
Well, like I said, click on the the spyglass.
Spyglass.
Yeah. What are you looking to get?
I don't know. Something that I can use, like a wizard can use. I'm not sure what kind of items they have in Pathfinder.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah. If you go into the inventory, if you go into your inventory tab on your character sheet, look for there should be a spyglass. Click on it. Open it up. Make sure you got. Well, it should be on the equipment stuff. Untick the inventory type. You probably could go. Maybe you can find it for like wizards and shit or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know what you see. I don't know. You're gonna have to realistically. You'll have to check the book probably and figure out what you want to get from the book.
Oh, okay.
Between sessions.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
You're just gonna spend an entire session trying to buy stuff.
Yeah.
T, is there anything you want?
Not really.
Stevie, is there anything you want?
I was gonna go through it after session.
Okay.
Maybe you can help me.
Matt, is there anything you want?
I might just get some healing potions and a potency rune as well, so I can sort that.
Does anyone want to sell anything that you've picked up that might be worth selling?
We can sell the emerald.
Okay.
How big was this emerald again?
I've got it. It's 25 gold.
What's the actual size of it?
Dinner.
I think you
It's about-
said, James, was it like a dragon's eye?
Yeah, it looked like a dragon's eye.
I was wondering if there's anything special about it. We can sell it, and then, if we need it again, we'll have to go on an adventure just to get it back.
Okay.
There's a bunch of stuff that costs 0 gold that probably shouldn't. For example, the deck of many things.
Oh, well, that's because it's probably a magic item. Is the deck of many things even still in the game?
So I'm just going to start from the one silver.
Tell you what, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Because we only got half hour and people want to do some shopping. So let's wrap it up and give everyone a chance to fucking have a look through equipment shit and see what they want to pick up. All right. And what I might do is I might sit down and make some lists of what people sell, so that it'll be easier for us to figure out what is being sold by who. Is there anything? Is that okay with everyone? And then next week we'll have a fresh start and we'll have We'll start the quest of getting you a beachside property, right? Okay, so let's do some shout outs. So, where can we find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky and on Blogspot under the name Savage Spiel. I have a YouTube channel which I haven't updated in ages, but there's some fun stuff on there. And you can find some of my RPG scenarios on Drive-Thru RPG.
Thank you. Oh, and all the links you'll find either in chat or in the description below. If you go look for if Sue's character, you'll see that it'll have all links to all her links in the doobly-doo. Alright, Phade, where can we find you?
The Real Phade on Twitch, on Instagram, The Real Phade Mac 11, on Facebook, The Real Phade.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry, I've not really set anything up still, so.
You can find me on Twitch as Stevie Snap, on YouTube as Stevie Snap, and on Twitter as Stevie Snap.
And J-Roll?
Yeah, you can find me here. You can find me a bunch of places. J7 Edge. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. To be fair, don't do much else.
You don't even use fucking
Too lazy.
Patreon. I'm too lazy to change this shit. I'll change it in a day or two. Just remind me to do it. Other than that, thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you, Sue, for the £50 earlier. Most appreciated. I don't know how. If it's £200, then I'm like, what, 25% of the way there already? So thank you very much. Hopefully I can gather some money and get a new chair. Other than that, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye, everyone.